All right, meet the candidate. We're talking about Terrebonne Parish Council District 5, and we have Charles Kevin Champagne. Never knew you were Charles.
Yes, my parents named me Charles and always called me Kevin. So that's one
Yeah,
of those things.
I learn something new every day as long as I've known you. But obviously, a new member who won without opposition. Wow, we
Yeah,
never get to see that too much. So
yeah.
obviously, a lot of people know you, and when you got in the race, maybe shot a few people away.
I don't know. I'm as shocked as you are. I really didn't make the decision to put my name in the hat until maybe the day before qualifying.
Hmm.
It was that long, I mean, that late in the race.
Of
So,
course, that's the chairwoman's OC, Jessica Domingue, who's running for state representative. What were some of the things that you saw, some of the reasons that you decided to run?
I want to continue some of the things that she was doing, on the council. Being involved in the chamber and the downtown restoration district. Those things are close to my heart. Some of the things that I see going on with economic development and all those things. So those were all important to me.
Yeah, and matter of fact, a few people asked me about you, and I always describe Kevin as, well, I could tell you we've talked a lot about soccer over the year.
Yes.
You were just a big soccer guru,
Yeah.
still are.
Yeah. So my kids started playing in Houma soccer. I played college soccer. And then I started coaching at Vanderbilt off and on for the last 30 something years, so got pulled out of retirement 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So,
What are some of the projects, Kevin, that you, obviously I'm sure recreation is pretty high
yeah.
on your list, but what are some of the things that are major to you?
So of course, yes, I was on the recreation task force that was put together to modernize recreation in the parish. That's always been important to me. But as part of the chamber, one of the things that listening to, I was the chair of the government activities committee, and having people come and talk about all the issues that are going on, not just statewide but locally, but infrastructure. Of course, one of the things that I work for, I help manage Options for Independence, and they do some affordable housing. And learning about that market and the challenges that there is in the housing market in our area, drainage issues, all those normal things that councilmen deal with on a daily basis.
What are some of the things you would like your constituents and people of the parish to know that they don't know about you?
Well, so I grew up in Grand Caillou, moved to Houma when I was 13, and I grew up off of Central, between Central and Wright Street. Graduated from Terrebonne, played soccer, went to Nichols, got my master's at Nichols, and then I ended up getting a master's at Tulane. Worked in healthcare at Chabert, cancer care for a number of years, and I went to the nonprofit side. So, and then I ended up at McDonald's. Been there 9 years, and it's been very rewarding for me.
And we're not talking about McDonald's restaurant.
No, we're talking about McDonald's United Methodist Resident.
I'm sure you have to clarify that
Yeah,
sometimes.
no, a lot of people do think that it's the McDonald home and it's associated with Ronald McDonald.
Yeah,
but
what
it's
was
not.
your master's in?
I have a master's in psychology and a master's in health administration.
Well, you're going to be perfect on the council, right? But no, and I give the council rough times, but I've seen so many different and diverse personalities on the council for so many years, and you'd be a perfect one to ask this question. But through diversity, there's a lot of bridges.
Yes, yes. And I've been able to work with pretty much anybody, and find common ground and to find solutions by working with them, and communicating is a big deal.
Well, you've always been that way. I see the Breakfast Club that you participate in. Yeah, if you could hold your own in that group, you're doing pretty good.
You're right. Yeah.
There's a lot of different opinions, right?
Yes, a lot of different.
But in the
opinions.
parish, it is a melting pot. You got to sit down and really listen.
Yeah.
You got to be a good listener before you can be a good talker.
Yeah, and like I said, I grew up on the Bayou, so I know the Bayou community, and the challenges they have. I don't have any family that live there anymore because they got tired of flooding. But you know, it's still near and dear to my heart. So anyway.
Yeah. And so I guess you're looking forward to moving the parish forward. Mr. Dove won't be there. He's done a tremendous amount of work in levees and flood protection, but you can have somebody new. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, yes. And I'm hoping to begin to, be involved and go to the meetings and hit the ground running. So hopefully there's not as much learning curve before I begin. So
Yeah, I think sometimes the hardest thing about these meetings is how to push those buttons
right.
because it is a new system. But I think Jessica's got a handle on that. But and also, did a lot of people go, "Why are you running?" Or did they say, "Thank you for running"?
I just got a text before I walked in there, and someone was texting me. I had no idea you were running, and I'm like, I didn't really think I was running either to the last minute. But yeah, no, some people say, "Oh, your phone's going to run off the hook, ring off the hook," and I'm like, when I was president of Houma Soccer, believe me, I had a lot of soccer parents calling me all the time. So I'm kind of used to that. Yeah.
If it rings less than Houma Soccer, people
Right.
be in good shape.
Exactly.
Kevin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Charles, like I said,
Yeah,
I never knew
Thank you for
Charles
having
was
me.
the first name. No, thank you for coming, and good luck with everything. And we look forward to covering,
Appreciate it.
your
Appreciate it.
stance on things. All right, there you have it. Kevin Champagne, better known as Charles by birthright. So we'll see you around the break. Don't go away.
Thank you.